PeopleSoft Lease Administration enables your organization to measure and recognize payables leases in accordance with the revised FASB and IASB lease accounting guidance. Extensions to the payables lease component permit more precise data capture of lease payment details, in addition to the ability to manage multi-asset leases with lease classification determined by asset. We'll step through a multi-asset lease in a few moments, but first, let's take a look at an active payables lease. Select the Lease Administration tile and navigate to an existing payables lease. On the General Information page, you can see that we've selected an active lease with multiple assets associated with it. This lease is for both property and equipment. Based on the lease details entered for each asset, the lease classification is different. Now, let's go back and open a pending payables lease. Here, you can see a pending multi-asset lease for which lease payments have not yet been allocated. On the Financial Terms page, you can enter lease-related payments such as base rent, initial direct costs, and lease incentives received. You can also enter payments for non-lease components like maintenance services. The Schedule of Payments grid summarizes the payments. Let's assume that this lease has a lease option that's reasonably certain to be exercised. We can add the payment details for that option on the Options and Critical Dates page. Here, you'll enter the option date, option effective date, and select the options to be added. In this case, it's a purchase option. You can then select the Add Purchase Option Payment link to enter the purchase option for this lease. In the Purchase Option Payment window, you enter the payment amount, the related asset, and whether the option is reasonably certain to be exercised. This purchase option is reasonably certain to be exercised, which means that it will be included in the total lease payments and the related right of use asset. When complete, select OK to return to the Options and Critical Dates page. Returning to the Financial Terms page, you can see the lease option payment that was just added in the Schedule of Payments grid. The Schedule of Payments provides you with quick and complete visibility for all lease payments. Now that all of the payments have been entered, we can proceed with the lease payment allocation. On the General Information page, you can see the assets assigned to this lease. The assets associated with a lease are either created in Asset Management prior to lease entry, or added to the asset repository upon lease activation. When this lease is activated, 2 new assets will be created in Asset Management, as indicated by the asset ID of Next. Let's look at the lease payment allocation. Here, you can see a summary of the unallocated payment amounts. Lease payments can be allocated by percentage, amount, or manual method. Let's see how the system calculates the percentage allocation for us. To do this, we'll start by disabling the allocation overrides. Next, we'll enter the distribution by percentage. Then, we'll select the Calculate Allocations action to view the calculated allocation amounts. If the results aren't what you expected, you can re-enable the overrides so that you can manually adjust the payment amounts. Now, let's see how to classify assets. You can see assets classified as Finance and Operating. The Classification Summary link lets you review the classification criteria for each asset, with the option to override the classification. Once you verify the lease classification, assets are marked as reviewed. Now, the lease is ready for final review and activation. PeopleSoft Lease Administration is a comprehensive solution that helps you effectively manage your leases. It enables not only the data capture necessary to measure and recognize lease liabilities and right-of-use assets, but it also provides the ability to capture lease details, such as clauses, critical dates, notes, and attachments. For more information, go to PeopleSoftInfo.com.